which is really cool because the old Kia Sportage Hybrid does have key start, which is really funny. Acceleration is really smooth, just like what you expect from a hybrid vehicle. Hey guys, this is Joe, welcome to the channel. Today we are driving the new facelift Kia Sportage available in the New Zealand market. The old Kia Sportage was available in petrol, diesel, and then hybrid came out in the later stage. Now the facelift has come out. These will take majority of the share for the Sportage. There is still a pure petrol version available only for the basic spec. Apart from that, everything else is going to be hybrid. There's a little bit warnings over here because this car hasn't really done the software update just yet. Please ignore that for now. Let's look at the exterior. So just like the last generation Sportage, this is more of a facelift design. Wheel has been changed, the side looks identical, the front is the major change for the exterior part. They are now looking like the new family generation, like a small Sorento in some way. This is how the LED shape looks like. Then inside, there are bulbs for the low beam and high beam that's available. We're now getting a new glossy black finish grille and silver trims on the top. I do think this looks really smart, just like the new Sorento in some way, of course. And then now on the side, this is equipped with these 17-inch alloys. It is quite small, but do remember this is the basic trim. When I have time, we'll do a higher trim. There's also a X-Line available in the future. The good thing about the basic trim starts at very low price. This is called Light in New Zealand market, starts at $49,990 plus ORC for the two-wheel drive variant. The higher spec and also the all-wheel drive will be more. All-wheel drive tend to have about $5,000 difference gap. This is the all-wheel drive version, by the way, that sits at $54,990. And now going to the back, this is just the standard tailgate, but the higher spec Earth and X-Line will get power tailgate. There is good amount of storage. It's more than 500 liters, of course. Then slide this in. That's still very decent with a flat floor over here. There's cover on the top. You can drop the seats, 60-40 split. Now, getting to the back is still very spacious, just like the previous generation Kia Sportage. There is tons of knee room in front of me, which I have set my driving position to 178 centimeters tall. There's pockets over here, air vents over there, and USB-C charging, and then armrest, of course, with cup holders over here. The build quality on the base model is quite plasticky, but do remember, once you go up on the high spec, you're going to get leather or electric seats with more functions available. Now let's get to the front. So even on the base model right now, you're going to get a keyless entry, so that's going to be standard across the Sportage range, which is really cool because the old Kia Sportage Hybrid does have key start, which is really funny. Anyway, step inside, this is another big change. We are going to see the new steering. This looks very similar to many other Kia vehicles, all the way from the Sportage, Sorento, and then the EV3, EV9 also. Terrain mode over here, since this is the full drive, and then drive mode over here to change your driving mode. Paddle shifters that allow you to change your region braking and the normal mode. But if you go to sport mode, that'll change your gear selector. Indicators on the right, windscreen wiper on the left over here. In front of us, that's only rated to be about 4.2 inch for the middle screen, but do remember you still get the big panels in front of us. That's a 12.3 inch full dashboard, and here is also a 12-inch dashboard. There are many functions on the new ones, including connection for the internet. That means you can use a mobile app to control the vehicle, to preheating, pre-cooling, to control the vehicle central locking, to see the vehicle statues from distance. This is also the first Kia Sportage to ever receive that air connectivity, which is really cool. Now all the settings are going to be here. There are so many features, and then click to the reverse. This is the reverse camera. To remember, the high-spec Earth will get electric leather seats, heated seats at the front, and also the 360 view camera, something like that added on top of this particular trim. Underneath, even this has the auto climate control with the controls to go home and to go to fan speed and things like that. Over here, there's no wireless charging again for the lower spec, but you do get USB-C charging and USB-C connection, and cup holders just like the last one, and good amount of storage over here. Now let's get this on the road to go for a drive to see how this goes. The drivetrain remained identical to the last generation Kia Sportage Hybrid, so again the major changes are going to be facelift, about design changes and interior upgrades and things like that. The cool thing about this one, the starting price is only $49,990 plus ORC. That's crazy for what they have changed for the vehicle, and somehow it has dropped the price in the New Zealand market. Previously, the Sportage Hybrid starts at $53,990 plus ORC, now $4,000 cheaper on the new facelift model. But at the same time, the Kia Sportage has got more features. For example, this one has got keyless entry, has got e-shift, where the previous generation is a normal shift with no keyless entry. Anyway, driving on the road, this feels identical to the last gen. I don't think there's any changes. It's still the 1.6 turbo petrol motor 4-cylinder with a 1.49 kilowatt-hour battery at the back. Combined power is rated to be 169 kilowatts and then 350 Newton meters of torque. The good thing about this drivetrain, it's finally available in the all-wheel drive, where the previous one was only in two-wheel drive. So with the all-wheel drive system, you're going to get a good amount of traction around the road, and when it's slippery surfaces, you're not going to get very slippery when you want to take off. So that's the good thing about all-wheel drive traction. But if you want to go for all-wheel drive, generally speaking, it's going to be a $5,000 difference or gap between the two-wheel drive and all-wheel drive variant, where among all the features along this vehicle, it's going to be remain the same. So that's what you can decide. I guess that's what you can decide whether you want to go for all-wheel drive. The price point is going to be very important. Now, driving on the road, just like the last gen, it's going to be very, very comfy, very quiet. It's got double wishbone suspension at the front, multi-link suspension at the back. Just like normal standard mid-size SUVs, you are going to get pretty much reasonable amount of tractions and amount of cabin noise, especially going on the country road like this in Auckland countryside. Visibility on this car is excellent. You're going to see so much on your right, on your left, through the rear windscreen, so you do not have any issue seeing around you. And these dashboard panels looks really slim, looks very low as well, so it's not really in your vision when you sit inside the vehicle. So that's another good thing. Acceleration is really smooth, just like what you expect from a hybrid vehicle. At a certain speed, it's going to be driving on EV if the battery is well charged. Again, when you do acceleration, the petrol motor will then engage. The 6-speed automatic gearbox is alright. It's not the super responsive gearbox. There are some certain lags here and there, but what's the good thing about it? It's pretty efficient. At the same time, it's when you need the power, it's pretty responsive as well. And driving around corners and things, it is very easy to control. It's not wobbly at all. The suspension do give you a good stable setup. The good thing about all New Zealand Kias, they have different suspension tuning compared to the overseas and some Korean domestic models. So these are pretty much what my first driving impression about the new Kia Sportage Hybrid. It's better looking, it's got better interior, it's got more features, and along with that you also get these quick buttons over here. So push down and hold, you can actually quickly mute the speed limit warning. That's really nice. So that's available on pretty much all new Kia and Hyundai vehicles in the country. That means if you don't like the bing, ping, ping, you can easily turn it off, and that's pretty good. I love that feature. I love how Kia has adapted to the new thinking, as well as many car brands just add that feature, throw it to customer and do not care about it, and that approach is very nice. Along with that, to remember, you can use your mobile phones to see the vehicle status and control the vehicle from distance. Again, that's another good thing. Once we are driving on the road, I will quickly go through the region braking. So if you press the pedal on the left, you can change the region braking from level 1 to level 3. Level 3 will be heavy region. It's not really a one pedal driving, but you are going to feel quite a good amount of deacceleration. That means it will recharge the battery. That helps with the efficiency. Press the pedals on the right, plus it will go to level 2. Level 1, and then you can go all the way. No level means there's no region braking at all, it's just coasting along. If you change the drive mode over here, when you go to sport, then your pedal shifter become a real pedal shifter. You can change the gears. You can see number 4, number 5, we're on 4th, we're on 5th. So that means acceleration is going to be very good when you put your foot down. So that's how you use these pedal shifters on the Kia new vehicles. And then press plus all the time and hold, you are going to back to drive again. So driving on the countryside, the pedal is really responsive. That's what I like about hybrid vehicles. It just feels a lot more responsive than a standard petrol vehicle. It just gets a little bit more boost off the line, especially with the help of the EV motor. And the EV motor is relatively silent as well. We are on spot, so it's a little bit more engine noise, but nevertheless, it's pretty easy to drive. And acceleration just really smooth, very easy, very relaxing. And on the road, there's a little bit of wind noise, there's a little bit of road noise here and there, but that's pretty much all. Noisy cabin in any way. So that's pretty much my first impression about the new Kia Sportage. Do you like the new Kia Sportage? Please let me know in the comments. Remember, this is the light spec. When Earth or X-Line comes out, I'll be able to do another review on those vehicles, just to give you my impression. I think this is still a really good product package on the market. And again, starting price is $49,990. If you're looking to purchase one of these vehicles, especially around Auckland, do reach out to Ebbett Pukekohe. I'll leave their contact details on the screen and also in the description. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.